Hello and good evening. This is Sam Maladik and I'm welcoming you to the Sam Online Academy. In this tutorial, we want to look at AutoCAD Planty 3D. We want to look at how we can actually load the software. What is AutoCAD Plant 3D used for? AutoCAD Plant 3D used for modeling structures, equipment, pipings, generating orthographic drawings, asymmetric drawings, piping asymmetric drawings, and generating PNIDs, developing PNIDs. So we'll start from scratch on how to actually use the software to actually model structures, equipment, and piping. So in today's tutorial, we'll be looking at how we can actually load the software once it's installed on your PC or your computer. So right now, let me go to the icons of the software on my desktop. So I'm going to share my screen right now. So this is my desktop. I have three icons for AutoCAD Plant 3D. These are the three icons. 1, 2, 3. These are my three icons here. You can see my cursor on the left-hand side of my window. 1, 2, 3. So why do I have three icons for the same software? The three icons are actually used for three different things. Let me click on this one. This one is the lowest one here. I just click once. You have AutoCAD Plant Report Creator 2021 English. This is not the one that you'll be using for modeling. The second one here is AutoCAD Plant 3D Spec Editor 2021 English. This is not the one you'll be looking for. Then the first one up here is AutoCAD Plant 3D 2021 English. This is the one you'll be using for your modeling of structures, equipment, and piping, generating PNIDs. This is the one. So just look for this icon, AutoCAD Plant 3D 2021 English. And how do you load the software? You're going to double click repeatedly, 1, 2. So, and the software will start loading. So I've actually double clicked. The software is loading right now. So we're almost there. So I'm actually using the trial version of the software. That is why this pops up. So I click on run. Okay. So right now, the software is completely loaded. So when you click on the icon, I click on the desktop, it will take you to this window. So what do? In Plant 3D, what you'll be working on is on projects. Let's assume you got a project to actually model maybe an heat exchanger, a refinery, an offshore platform, or whatever. So you'll be working with projects. So what do? You come to where you have projects here. You see open, you see new. For now, if you already have projects, you want to access a project you've worked on previously, you will come here. But for now, we don't have any, we've not worked on any projects. So we want to work on a new project. So we're going to click on the new button. So just click once on the new button. and then you give we are told to enter a name for this project. Window pops up, which tells us to enter a name for this project. So we're going to call it my first project. Enter an optional description. It's not compulsory, it's optional. You can enter additional information. So I can call it, maybe I'm modeling a refinery. I can call it refinery project. So with that, what do? The next thing I'm going to do is set copy setting from existing project. I'm not interested in doing that. So I click on next, the next button here. So it now tells me to specify unit settings, specify the base unit for project drawing. Do I want to work in imperial, or do I want to work in metric? If I'm working in imperial, then all unit-based properties are going to be reported in inches. If I'm working in metric, all unit properties are going to be reported in millimeters. I want to work in millimeters, so I choose metric. On clicking the metric icon, what happens is that it tells me report nominal diameter of imperial content in what? Millimeter or inches, mixed metric. So even if I'm working in metric, when I'm dealing with things like pipes, I can actually use my pipe sizes can be given in inches, can be specified in inches instead of millimeter. So that is much more easier, specifying pipe sizes in inches rather than millimeter. So I choose inches mixed metric. That means I'll be working in metric and inches mixed together. So I click the next button again. It tells me to specify the directory where my PID drawings are stored. This is it. I'm not going to change this default settings here. Then next, I am told to select the PID symbology standard to be used. Since I'm going to be working on piping, I choose PIP. I take PIP here. So I click on the next button once again. And I'm going to leave all these directories as a default. I go ahead, I click the next button once again. It now tells me single user, which involves a local database, or multi-user, which involves a server database. What this is telling me right now is that it's possible that you might not be the only one working on that project. You might have somebody that is working on the structural aspect of the project. You might have somebody that is working on the piping. You might have somebody that is working on the equipment. So you might have somebody that's working on the P&ID and all that. So what is going to happen at the end of the day is that in that case, when you are working in a team, a project team, you're not the only one carrying out the model. So you're going to use multi-user, and a server is going to be set up for the project. So everybody can access whatever is going on at any time from his or her own system. So, but in this case, we will all be working on our own. So we're going to leave it as single user, local database. So we click on next again, and we are asked to edit additional project section after creating project. No, we're not editing anything. So we click on finish. It's taking a little time to load. So let's just be patient while it is actually loading. So thank you for connecting to our channel. Please, I would like you to actually subscribe to my channel and like my videos, and drop your comments. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment section, or you can WhatsApp me on +234 8038 295185. So we have a couple of tutorials on our channel on different aspects of engineering, and from time to time we normally organize some tutorials that might be beneficial to you. So just subscribe to our channel and click on the bell like icon so that you will always be notified of any tutorial that we upload, or whenever we want to put on events, you can always be notified. Thank you. So right now the software has actually finished loading. So now we choose new projects. The name of our project was my first project. So look at the left-hand corner right now. You can see my new project. My new project is there. Okay. So you can see P&I drawings, plant 3D drawings, plant spec, related spec. So in this tutorial, we'll be looking at modeling structure, piping and structure, modeling structure, piping and equipment. So we'll not be dealing with P&I and ID drawings. So we'll come here and click this plus. So select the plant 3D drawings because that is what we're working on. After selecting it, right click on your mouse and you see new drawing, new folder. So we want to start carrying out our drawing. We want to start our modeling right away. Or how do we start? How do we start? We can go ahead and create new drawing. We can also create a folder to store our drawing, store our models. So it's better, it's more professional to create a folder. So we're going to click on new folder. So click on new folder. So on click on new folder, this window pops up and we are asked to give our folder name. So we're going to call this folder 3D model folder. 3D model folder. After that, we'll click on OK. And the folder is created. This is the folder right now. So next, we select the folder. Click on the folder to select the folder. After clicking on the folder to select the folder, you right click and you click on new drawing. Click on new drawing, it's asking for a name. So we are going to call this 3D model. 3D model. 3D model, or let's call it structure. Let's call it structure. Okay, so we actually call it structure and we click on OK. Okay, we click on OK and the drawing is created, although it's not displayed there. So, okay, it has been displayed right now. Okay, so right now we come, our ribbon is now showing. Our menu bar is also showing. Okay, so this is our two palettes. So right now, if you look at the right, you can see all these. These are actually piping support. So this is how the default looks like. The default is normally on a dynamic pipe spec. So we've actually this is we're on the menu bar, we're on the structure. This is the structural ribbon. This is structural palette. That is the default. Whenever you load the software, it's going to take you to structure, first of all. So if you're modeling in any structure, you're going to be in this environment. This is where your menu bar is going to be. Okay. So let's actually show our menu bar. Just the same way we show our menu bar in AutoCAD, we go to this arrow here, this drop down arrow, and we click on show menu bar. So this is our menu bar. Now this is our ribbon. So our ribbon is actually on a structure, the structure tab. Like I said, that if you want to model structure, you're going to be on structure tab for most of the time. Okay. So this is where you're going to be if you're actually going to be modeling structure. Okay. So there are times maybe actually when you load it, you didn't see this window. It might be that your software is not set to piping. So what do? You come down to the right hand side. You come down here to where you see this gear icon. This gear icon here. I believe you can see my cursor. That is on the status bar. You see this gear icon. That drop down arrow where you see workspace switching. Click on that arrow. So when you click on that arrow, you see 3D piping. For you to model structure, piping and equipment, you have to be on 3D piping. So, but if you're not on 3D piping, you won't get this window that I have right now. So if you're elsewhere, let's assume you're on P&ID PIP, which is for piping and instrumental diagram, your window is going to look different. This is how your window is going to look like. Also, we have different standards for piping and instrumentation diagram. That is PID, different standard. We have up to 5 of them. The next one we have, there's drafting and annotation. So you can actually use a Plan 3D for drafting and annotation. That is the normal basic AutoCAD. If you want to work on normal basic AutoCAD, you're going to be on drafting and annotation. So you're going to click here and it will give you the window for drafting and annotation directly. This is normal window for drafting and annotation. So if your window is not properly set the way mine was originally, you have to come down here and take it to 3D piping. Okay. Then also, although I didn't mention it, you can actually do your 3D modeling here. You can change it here to 3D modeling. Okay. You can actually carry out 3D modeling as well. But right now, I've actually changed it back to 3D piping, which is the purpose of this tutorial. So like I said, at the default ribbon is structure. To display your menu bar, you come here and click on show menu bar over here. Okay. So if you want to model equipment and piping, you're going to be on home, on the home tab. Okay. Or if you want to model structure, you're going to be here. Okay. So this is your quick access toolbar. This is your application menu. This red A, this is your application menu. Why this is your quick access toolbar? This is your menu bar. This is your ribbon. This is the ribbon tabs. This is your ribbon. Depending on what you press, different things are going to be displayed. So let me take it back to home. Okay. This is your project manager. The name of the current project is my first project, which we set. Okay. This is called a tool palette. So with this, we're going to stop here. This is just our introductory class. I just wanted to introduce you to how you could actually load the software, and apart from loading the software, how you can actually set it up for modeling. So I believe you've actually understood. I want to really appreciate you for spending your time with me. I hope you really enjoyed the lesson. So please, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and drop your comments if you have any. If you have any reason, any question, or you want to contact me, you can contact me on +234 8038295185. So I'll be signing up at this junction. Bye. So bye. We'll meet in our next lesson.